We went back to the ranch we'd been chased from because we thought it would make a good story. Then I saw a man sitting at a metal table with a black cat, his face a smooth white nothing, and the woman beside him locked eyes with me and started running to cut us off. That was the moment the desert stopped feeling empty. Spring of 2017, just outside Tucson. I was between shifts and bad ideas when Marco and Ray talked me into fishing a dry wash behind a spread of mesquite and creosote. We lasted 10 minutes before a rancher in a dust-caked side-by-side came screaming over the hardpan with his heeler barking like a siren. He waved his phone and said he had the sheriff on speed dial. We backed out smiling. By sundown, Ray said we should go back and see what was really hiding behind a mile of scrub. The fence was chain-link patched with baling wire. We slid through a gap and followed a coyote path until the world opened into a sun-blown yard. Horses nosed a trough, no other stock on all that dirt. Marco shaded his eyes. Just horses? Out here? A low stucco house slumped with its back to a line of saguaros. Beside it, the first wrong note. A lineup of cars like a fever dream. A Porsche dulled to chalk. 2 Range Rovers sunburned matte. A Raptor with its engine bay clean as a sink. A Corvette slumping on flats. And, because the desert likes jokes, a sand-dusted Ferrari with a towel over the windshield. Panels and lights lay on milk crates, numbered in grease pencil, as if someone was shelving them in a library. Behind the house, a lean-to shed breathed heat and rot. The smell hit like a hand. We didn't open it. A fifth wheel crouched under a torn shade sail, sides bleached to bone. Inside, 2 rods, tortillas still pliable in a bag, a sleeping roll holding the day's warmth. Someone was living thin here. We closed the door softly, like an apology. Metal clanged near the road, a gate hit by a gust or a hand. Headlights slid along the rutted track, a white van easing under the mesquite. We dropped into the wash and let it pass, hearts beating sand. When the engine faded, Ray flicked his chin toward the far side of the property. Main house, he said. I should have said no. We curved wide instead. More horses. A bigger house, porch swallowed in dead vine. A jet ski lay rotting beside it like a beached joke. Parked near the steps, a Ferrari sat on rims, its lines obscene under grit. On the porch, a refrigerator door hung open, the seal black with mold. A white cooler sat on the bottom shelf. I nudged the door, and the air that slid out was thick and sweet and wrong. Death turned into weather. I slammed it shut and stepped back until my shoulder hit Marco. We're done, he said, voice small. Do you hear that? Ray asked. No wind, Marco said. That's bad. I climbed a low retaining wall to get a look across the yard. Marco made a sound like air leaving a tire. Under a palo verde, a man sat at a metal patio table. A black cat stood on the tabletop, tail ticking with metronome patience. The man's face was a smooth white blank, no eyes, no mouth, no nose. His head just a little too small, like a mannequin that had decided to breathe. A woman stood beside him, half in shade. She found me with one clean line of sight. Then she ran, not at us, but along the fence line, cutting the angle to where we'd have to cross the wash. We moved. The sounds moved with us. Heavy footfalls in brush without bodies. A bent metal scream from nowhere. Hoofbeats on hardpan while the horses stood still. We cut wide of the line she was taking and hit the chain link at a sprint. I caught a twist of wire and left skin, dropped to the other side, and kept running until the side-by-side ruts gave way to asphalt, and the car's AC lied to us about the world. We locked the doors like children and drove with the windows up, no one talking, the desert sun turning the road into a white river. At the highway, Ray said, "We're never coming back," like he was telling the mesquite. I didn't answer. Some nights, when the AC cycles off and the house goes still, I hear a fridge gasket squeal and smell hot dust and something sweeter. I see a cat's tail ticking on a table and a face that might have been a mask or bandage or nothing at all, waiting like we were late for an appointment we never knew we'd made. We thought we were trespassing on empty land. It felt more like we walked into a place that expected us.